across the vibrant secrecies of space. A dim, happy music sweetly stole. How softly the poet is telling. A dim and happy music sweetly stole. Dim and happy. Well, soft music. Smitten by unseen hands, he heard, heart close, very close to his heart close, the harsh cry of the heavenly minstrels. These are heavenly minstrels. These Gandharvas are heavenly musicians. They, they play and dance apsaras for the gods in heaven, in Swarga. Across the vibrant secrecies of space. The space itself is hiding all these joys. Vibrant, Louis, a dim and happy music sweetly stole. Smitten by unseen hands, he heard heart close, the harp's cry, very close to the harp. The harp is crying. See, it's a transport epithet of the heavenly minstrels. Heavenly minstrels, these are the Gandharvas, they are called the minstrels, and voices of an earthly melody chanted the glory of eternal love. That is what the romanticism is. In the white, blue, moonbeam air of paradise. So that is the paradise description of paradise, you see. Now this is the Indian scene of Gandharvas. Then we have got the Elysian scene, Greek. A summit and core of all that marvelous world, of that paradise of life God, of that marvelous world. Apart stood high, Elysian, nameless hill, the islands of the blessed Elysian land, burning like sunsets in a trance of you, burning like sunset in a trance of you. These nameless hills, as it are burning like sunsets. When the sunset is there, you see a variety of colors, as if they are whole glowing with that color, as if they are burning with those colors, you see. Burning in trance of Eve in the evening. In the evening. Now, this is absolutely detailed kind of a poetry. Summit and core of all that marvelous world, apart stood high Elysian, namely, so hills are there. Now these hills are burning like sunsets in trance of Eve. The Eve itself is in trance and it is glowing, those colors are there, of that thing, those hills are like that. Now this kind of a minute description of a particular scene is exactly what we have got in Keats's poetry. Keats goes into all the minutiae of description. That is the speciality of Keats poetry. All small details he will give you like that, you see. And this is a wonderful example of Keatsian exactness, Keatsian minutiae in poetry. High Elysian nameless hill, burning licenses and trance of eve, as if to some dew unsearched profundity into a joyful stillness plunged their babe. There slow through a hurry of laughter and voice and sound, crossed by a throng of singing rivulets, crossed by a throng of singing rivulets, adoring blue heaven with a happy hymn. So these singing rivulets are adoring blue heaven with a happy hymn. Down into woods of shadowy secrecy, full of shadowy means thick forest in that sense. Shadowy secrecy, lifted into wide voiceless mystery. Their peaks climb towards a greatness beyond life, those Elysian hills, all that thing. Now this one, a summit and core of all that marvelous world, apart stood high Elysian nameless hill, burning like sunset in a trance of you. Well, there you are. Mother's voice is there. She has her recitation is of a different kind altogether. Her recitation is of a different kind. As if to some dew unsearched profundity, into a joyful stillness plunge their bays, their slopes through a hurry of laughter and voices sang, crossed by a throng of singing jubilant, adoring blue heaven with their happy hymn. That is what she was reciting, you see, happy hymn. Down into woods of shadowy secrecy, lifted into wide, voiceless mystery, their peaks climb towards a greatness beyond life. So the hills, Elysian hills, are beyond life, climbing up. Now, that is the first we had the Gandharvas, then we have got the Greek Elysian. Now we come to the biblical shining Edens of the vital gods. The shining Edens of the vital gods received him in their deathless harmony. Shining heaven, Edens of the vital gods. Well, it is in this place, in this Eden, that Adam and Eve were living all the while. Shining vital God. Means that was the stage of evolution when kings were only in the life plane. If you had to make a further progress, you had to quit that life plane. The paradise must get lost. That paradise of life gods must be left behind and come down here and acquire mind. So, paradise loss is in fact, in a way you are saying, a tremendous progress. You have come out of the vital world and now you are going to enter into the mental. A new evolutionary step has been taken in that process. Paradise lost in that sense is a positive thing, you see. Eden, so vital God, received him in the deathless harmony. Well, he will go there, he will be received and all that thing, but he is not to wait there, he is not to stay there at all, you see. All things were perfect there, that flower in time. Beauty were there, creation's native mode. Peace with the thrill, voluptuous purity. So peace, beauty, everything was wonderful there. All things were perfect in paradise. There, love fulfilled her gold and roseate dream. So love, well, we have gold and roseate dreams of love, but they hardly get fulfilled in our life, you see. Golden. And strength, so love, strength, pleasure, he's going to talk of that thing. Their love fulfilled her gold and roseate dream, and strength, her crown and mighty reveries. Strength, crown, and mighty reveries, remembrances. Desire climbed up a swift, omnipotent flame. So desire is a flame now, and pleasure had the stature of the god. Dream walked along the highway of the stars. So you have got love, you have got strength, you have got desire, you have got pleasure, you have got dream. Sweet common thing turned into miracle in the pedagogue. Sweet common thing turned into miracle. Overtaken by the Spirit's sudden spell, smitten by divine passion's alchemy. So it is a passion, life God, passion, or divine alchemy, changing the whole thing has changed. Pain, self-compelled, transformed to potent joy. That is the alchemy. That the pain is turning into joy. Passion's alchemy of that thing. Pain, self-compelled, transformed into potent joy, curing the antithesis between heaven and hell. Well, that is the best he can do. These life gods in the paradise, the best they can do is cure the antithesis, the opposition between heaven and hell. They cannot remove it totally. They cannot change it. That is a achievement, but at the same time, that is their limitation. The, the higher scope of their work is that much only. All life's high visions are embodied there. Let's go back to this one, 65.9. Violet valleys are the blessed. Violet valley is the best. Now, what are the violet valleys of blessed? Quran describes the valley of blessed as Bakka, B-A-K-K-H, Bakka. And it says, verily, the first house set apart unto mankind of happiness, unto mankind was that at Bakka, the valley of blessed, at Bakka, blessed and a guide and a guidance unto the worlds, Bakka to crowd like bazaar. Now, this line, we are coming back to this now. Curing the antithesis, curing the antithesis between heaven and hell. Now, this is a very difficult line to scan. Very difficult line to scan. See, if you go by the quick kind of a scansion, it will be curing. Okay, the and the place thesis, Greek, between I am heaven, Rocky, and hell, I am. It becomes a 6-footer. It becomes a 6-footer. 6 feet in the line. Curing the antithesis between heaven and hell. It becomes 6-footer. So that is not really kind of acceptable. Savitri is essentially pentametric, 5 feet. So you have to do kind of jugglery. You have to do kind of a jugglery. And there are many ways of working out certain combinations. It can be curing the, that is dactyl, curing the, long, short, anti, I am, thesis, between, antithesis between. So that becomes tripack, 3 feet. When hey, I am, and hell, Anapest. That is one way of scanning you to see. But the way which I would scan, curing Anapest, the anti-Anapest, thesis between, thesis be, tripack, short, curing trachea, the anti-Anapest, thesis be, short, tripack, win hey, I am, and then on and hell, Anapest. So that is how I would scan the line, you see. Curing the antithesis between heaven and hell, then it becomes 5-footer, you see. Otherwise, this is very clearly a 6-footer line, you see. Very difficult kind of line. All life's high visions are embodied there. Now, these are the visions of life, not the visions necessarily of the spirit. All life's high visions are embodied there. Joy, beauty, sweetness, lyricism, charm, enchantment, spell. So these are the visions of life. These are the visions of life. All life's high visions are embodied there. Her wandering hope, her life, her wandering hopes achieved, her aureate combs caught by the honey eater's darting tongue. Her, again, of course, like her aureate combs, golden combs, her wandering hope. So her that is, I am Anapest, achieved, I am, her all, I am, create combs, again Anapest, caught by the honey eater's darting tongue. Her burning kisses chained to ecstasy the truth. Her mighty panting still in deathless calm and liberated her immense desire. Her immense desire, they were locked, they have got a found of freedom to express themselves, you see. That is what is happening. All life's high visions, you see.